Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway in Southern California. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. For the first time in this one, here's the Las Vegas offense, and at the helm, the former #2 overall pick in the draft, it's Marcus Mariota.
And he's definitely a defensive coordinator and a defense's nightmare because his 4.5 speed allows him to break out of a pocket and hurt a team with his legs running downfield. But he really keeps his eyes downfield and wants to throw the football first. Puts a defense in a heck of a spot. Do you go after it or do you fall back?
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
His throw incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Working out of the gun, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So excellent starting field position here for the Chargers. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They run. Matthews able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's Matthews. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And the ball carrier. The stop made by Gerald McCoy. That's a gain of 3.
Herbert on third down now.
And 3.
Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go with Matthews. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They run it. It's Matthews. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, Matthews, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
Jacobs now. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. This one's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it off to Matthews. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard boot just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And his throw here is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
To go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Matthews. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Inside handoff, Matthews. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
a shotgun snap for Herbert. And able to find Green. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Matthews. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Matthews. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Raiders nothing.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Chargers 10, Raiders nothing.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd down.
Mariota to throw it. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Chargers' 39-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro.
The ball carried by the wide.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mariota now. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did,
I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running is Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Jacobs again, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Mariota dancing to his left. He'll try, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Matthews. First by him near the 35. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A first down carry for Matthews. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
and a handoff to Matthews. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. As they've done all day, they run with Matthews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now Jackson. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 18 big yards on that one. And a Charger first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, Herbert. Now the pressure gets to him again. Clelin Ferrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And Matthews over the middle with the ground. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Chargers 13. Raiders 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mariota now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right. right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Emmanuel Sanders leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They hand off to Matthews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground with Matthews again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the
4. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And the Raider first down.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Second and 11 now. Now Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. This a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Casey Hayward.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
32.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, it's Herbert. Able to get this to Gordon. Given 9 there, the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22.
Chargers 29. Raiders 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Raiders offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd and 9. Mariota. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Edwards. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28.
He was brought down by Chris Harris.
To me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
First down, Mariota. He's going to take off with it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Mariota firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The Raider first down.
From the red zone now, Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Raiders.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Steps away. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Matt Bosher.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Herbert's pass.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down. Matthews. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He sets up the screen to Matthews. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Mariota on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota, the open man here, Renfro. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mariota again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Raiders on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again, Mariota. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to eat some clock. It's Matthews. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, it's Matthews. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Chargers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:18 on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and now it's 2nd down. Mariota. Waller taking it in over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards. And the Raider 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
To the air again, Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Mariota got his connection complete to Ruggs. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Working out of the gun, Mariota. This is caught.
Mariota's pass.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0